Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Scar TV here, coming at you with another Magic the Gathering guide. Today we're going to be focusing on building a budget deck. If you're new to Magic the Gathering, you usually don't have a lot of currency to really build a deck. Today we're going to focus on mono red, and let's get right into it.
Scar TV.
So today we're going to be focusing on a red budget, like mono aggro kind of deck. The deck I'm going to be working with today is going to have 0 rares or mythics in it, so it's gonna be just based around commons and uncommons, which are typically usually to obtain. Usually get more of that currency than you usually do of the other two currencies. And towards the end, after you do a couple games, I'll kind of show you how to maybe go about upgrading the deck from when you start to get rare and mythic cards to make the deck a lot better. So first things first, we're gonna move into the deck. It's a pretty straightforward deck. The goal of this deck really actually revolves around this card here. Cavalcade of Calamity. Pretty much is a 2-cost enchantment. Whenever a creature you control with power 1 or less attacks, it deals 1 damage to that player or planeswalker that creature is attacking. So right off the bat, even before the creature will do physical damage to the player, it's going to ping that player or planeswalker for 1 damage. The goal here is that we're going to be playing like really small 1/1 creatures. And we're just going to pretty much be very aggressive. The goal is, the thing is, if we get to late game, there's usually a good chance that we're probably not going to win. So the deck's going to start off with 1 cost sorcery spell, create a 1/1 satyr token. This creature can't not block, and the fact is you can tap 3, you can escape it, and get another satyr token. Scorch Spitters, pretty straightforward. Whenever it attacks, it also like has the Calamity effect where it does 1 damage to a player, and then to their face without even actually taking damage. Shock to kind of do some easy removal. 10 Street Dodger. You can't be blocked this turn except by creature with Defender. So if like you start getting later in game, they have bigger creatures, you can start targeting their creatures that it can't beat. So this creature in particular can't be blocked. Torch Carrier, another 1-drop 1/1 with haste. Sacrifice Torch Carrier, another target creature gains haste, so it gives another creature maybe something bigger with haste. You kind of get the theme here. We're playing a lot of really small low drops that we can kind of like flood the board and try to get as much damage in as quickly as possible. Ginger Brew, tap it, can be blocked this turn except by creatures with haste, and then you can tap 2 and sacrifice, so you gain 3 life. So just in case worst case scenario you need to get that little bit extra life, you can always sacrifice it. Blood Aspirant, whenever you sacrifice a permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on Blood Aspirant. Tap 2, sacrifice a creature enchantment. It deals 1 damage to that target creature. That creature can't block this turn. So you could take something like something smaller like this Ginger Brew or something. You could throw it at something and then you can't block. Cavalcade, pretty much the meat and potatoes of this deck. Annex, because why not? Whenever a creature dies, you get a 1/1 token. If that creature had power 4 or more, you create 2 creatures instead of 1. Just creates more minions when they do die. And if, like, so for example, your player plays a board wipe and this is out, it actually wipes the board, and then because of this effect, this actually all those creatures that did die on your side will then get recreated into 1/1 tokens, which then keeps the momentum going. Chandra Spitfire, when opponent is dealt non-combat damage, it gets +3/+0. There's some unique characteristics to this. So with Cavalcade, that is non-combat damage. It's not the creature itself doing the damage. It's like as combat, it's outside of combat. So this here, depending on how many creatures attack along with it, can actually get this Chandra Spitfire up pretty high. I'm not 100% sure exactly what happens, but I've experimented with the deck similar to this, and I've gotten a Chandra Spitfire up to like a third, something ridiculous fairly quickly, and the player couldn't do anything because they had no flyer blockers. Play at the stage, whenever you deal damage, you can Spectacle to make it cost 1, and then pretty much exile top 2 cards of your library until the end of your next turn. You can play those cards. Straightforward. Pretty much the goal is to exile those cards, get more card advantage. You have mechanics here to do damage directly to the opponent, to then make the Spectacle go off. Worst case scenario, you tap 3, you can play it for its full cost. Dwarven Mine, whenever you enters the battlefield untapped, you create a 1/1 dwarf creature, and it enters tapped unless you control 3 or more mountains. And then 18 mountains, only 20 mana. Everything is cheap, so we don't need too much mana to really get the engine going. It creates some interesting things, and like I said, after we're done with this and play some games, I can show you how we can go about upgrading it, so stay tuned. Alright, let's get into the first game here. And we're gonna like talk through the plays as we sit here and wait. Oh, I thought my game crashed for a second. Alright, so I've noticed some strange things sometimes when you queue. Sometimes, like, for example, I've faced a lot of mirrors. This hand's actually pretty good. We have really all the cards that we need. Really just need one more mana so we can play the Chandra Spitfire. But other than that, we have a pretty good first turn. And we're actually going to go first, so this is actually pretty good. So I think the way I'm going to do this is going to play this, play the Spitfire, and then on turn 2, we're going to be able to legit do 3 damage. Alright, they scry 1, they're playing green-black, possibly another color. I'm not 100% sure exactly, you know. With it playing just regular play mode, we could experience various things that I don't even know. So we're going to be as aggressive as possible. Just swing in, 3 damage. If we get lucky next turn, we can get another one, and this thing will get pretty crazy pretty quickly. I mean, granted, it won't be able to attack, but... Alright. Gain some life. It's fine. We did not get our land. But we'll do this. Do this. We're just going to swing on in. We're just going to continue to bring up the aggressiveness. This is going to proc 3 times from that. 1 from the Scorch Spitter. So 4 quick damage. They're going to be able to block 1, so they're going to take 2 on top of it. As more than likely, they get rid of the Scorch Spitter. Let's keep on going. So next turn, hoping to play the Chandra. If we don't, we're going to play this guy. We'll go in for the attacks first. 2 pings. Damage, 2 damage. They're already at 9. Drop Blood Aspirant. Not terrible. Next turn, we'll definitely be able to get 3. Possibly able to ping. Worst case scenario, we have to play something big. More than likely not going to block any incoming damage if they do decide to actually decide to attack us with something. Even if they play something, we're still going to just attack. Sweet. So it's a 2/3. It's okay. Another Calamity. This is even actually better. So we'll just do this. 2 Calamities. We're just going to swing in with everything. Tap that for 6. Ridiculous. They still block. They still take damage. Unless they can sweep the board next turn, they're kind of more than likely dead. Because of the procs, we will get we'll get this proc 4 times for 4 damage, and they gotta either gain life. They gotta gain more than 3 more life, or they're dead. Because even a block is not gonna stop them from dying. Because regardless of what they'll play, I still will just play something. And I think they're thinking about it, and it's like, do they have anything? Interesting. Very, very interesting. It's like, I think they just have no idea. They may have a kill spell. If that's the case, it's fine. They're thinking Death Touch. Gain 2 life, they're at 3. And they give up because they know they can't win. Alright, so first game up, 1 victory to the budget deck. Alright, sweet. So, I mean, I have a whole bunch of things. A whole bunch of things for winning. Ooh, next level, we get 200 gems, which is not bad. We're going to go back into the next game. Hopefully, we get another good hand like that. As much as we didn't draw land, we were still able to pull through, and we pretty much won with 2 mana, which is pretty crazy. Alright, so we're playing good old Tommy Corvette. See what we can do here. If they can get blockers pretty early, it creates an interesting scenario to... I'm gonna keep on the faith that we're gonna draw one of those cards to do damage to our opponent's face. I think our opponent goes first, so they're playing green. Okay, 3 mana this time, so that's interesting. We're gonna actually try to get damage in quicker. And we have the light at this stage, so there's a good chance that we may be able to actually get something here. So we're just actually going to play this like this. Going for the attacks. See what happens. Alright, they don't got anything. There's a possibility that they may actually have a burn card, or they're waiting to, or they're playing what is it? Green-red. Probably have a 3-cost guy. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. They're thinking about it, yeah. Sweet. Ride and trample. 4/4. It's fine. Let's see. So I could definitely tap 1. Let's actually play this. We're actually not gonna attack, because I want him to make the first move here, or until we get something else. Like next turn, for example, we can then all attack. Or we may even get lucky and flip over a Calamity. Sweet. He's gonna attack and then untap. It's probably what's gonna happen, or he's gonna untap his land. It's either one of those two things. Figured. Alright, Shock's not terrible. So we could do this. So we can ping him in the face. We can light up the stage. And hopefully get a mana. Yeah, see, mana. Scorch Spinner. And you know what? We're gonna go in to the face. It's gonna ping for 1. You know, we're just gonna. That goes up bigger. We are going to save our Ginger Brute. So either he's gonna block here or here. And he's at 5. So he's gotta gain some life. Or he's dead. Because next turn, regardless of what he does, I think this will be enough to do unless he can get multiple creatures. Because he only has he has 3 mana plus 4. He's gonna untap something, play something big. Because you can see him tapping it to then untapping it to play something. Alright. It's fine. Still fine. All we need is a Calamity. He's gonna just literally, his hand was full of those. Alright, take it. We're at 13. We're gonna play this. We're gonna go in, attack, I'll attack. He's at 3. I mean, really all we need is a burn card or 2. Oh crap, I played it for its full cost. RIP. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. So he's at 3. And I played that wrong. I meant to play the right-hand side. But the thing is he's got to play something. He's either going to play something, untap it. He's got more land. He already played 3 Domries, so the likely chance of having a 4th one is ridiculous. It's fine. It's fine. We can at least, like, all you need is a Calamity here, and it really seals the deal. That's the thing. Like, if I can get a Calamity, I can legit just damage to his face. Because I can tap enough to not make these blockable. And he's just, you see, the problem is he's pumping them. And he should have actually, it's fine. We're at 7. I mean, the thing is, I gotta get something here. And that may not be it. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we're not gonna get this one. We're like literally 1 card away. Let's see. Actually, that's not good. Like literally 1 card away. We really just needed a Calamity, and then we would have been good. I think I would have played. I think I played that wrong. I could have probably played this, sack this. We're gonna probably die from probably gonna die from trample damage unless he can't give these trample. That's 7. He attacks with everything. Can't be blocked by more than one creature, but it doesn't have trample, so that's not bad. Creatures you control get +1/+0. Still fine. I don't think we're dead, but we're not doing well. Alright, you're gonna tap the permanent. So he has 1 mana float in. I'm kind of curious what he does here. Because he can swing in. Alright, so add green and red creature spells. So he's playing something. So he's playing another one of these. Interesting. Alright, draw a card. He has 1 float in mana. I'm actually curious what he does here. Alright, so we're not dead. That's the thing. We're not dead here. So we're gonna block here because that has no trample. We're gonna block here. Then we're gonna block actually with our bird. That will just do 5 off the top, I think. Yeah, and we're not gonna take any damage. We're gonna be at 1. So we're not dead, but we're not doing well unless he has a burn card in hand. Nope. The problem is we didn't draw here, so he's gonna be at 1. And yeah, we literally missed his literally missed us killing him by 1. Let's see what we got going on here. We got Nanarchy. Interesting. So this is someone who's looks like they've been playing just because they have a. All right, we're gonna go with this hand. It's not very. It's a lot of land, but I think 3's enough, and there's a lot of 1-drop, so we definitely have something good to go for the first turn. We're gonna see what color he's playing. I wonder what color. I'm actually curious. He's playing black of some sort. Interesting. That's fine. I actually don't mind the Death Touch. Even if we're still gonna ping him for 1. If he decides to block, it's fine because we have a haste enemy next turn. And the thing is, with the open mana, we can actually deal damage. Perfectly fine. See, like, got this. Play this. Play that. Burn here. And swing in for at least 2 damage. 2 pings to the face. He's gonna block. He's gonna chump somewhere, more than likely. At least I would if I was him. I mean, we gotta draw something to draw. It's fine. I'm not gonna actually attack here. I'm gonna let him go. My idea here is I'm gonna sacrifice something, and I'm gonna actually ping one of his creatures after we attack. It all depends on really what he draws. It looks like he's playing like a uncommon budget kind of like style deck. He's looking at this guy. I wonder if he's thinking about killing it. Yeah. He's thinking about killing it. Dealing 2 damage, which actually benefits us actually. Plays a dread zombie cat. If he attacks, I'm not gonna block. I think he saw through that. We're not gonna attack again. Next turn though, if he doesn't kill this is actually gonna be a lot of damage on his end. Oh, okay. So he does have a second one, which he burnt his hand. Still, if he attacks, I'm not gonna kill him. I'm not gonna attack him. Like I'm not gonna block. He thinks he's probably gonna attack. Figured. It's fine. We'll take the damage. It's fine. Move on. The thing is, do we want to get in for damage and make him block? That's the thing. Zombie tokens you control have Death Touch, so everything has Death Touch. Yeah, we'll attack. We'll go all in. We'll deal 2 damage to his face and see if he wants to block. He may feel confident now that he has blockers. Alright, well, you know what we're do? Oh, he's already tapped, so we can't do that. It's fine. We'll deal 1 to the face. I'm very surprised he actually left that open. Because I feel like he should have blocked 2, because next turn we can actually attack in. He's gonna play that. It's fine. Still fine. Because next turn we can still attack with 1. It's fine. He's gonna, if he's only pinging us for 2, it's not that big deal. To be quite honest. We're just gonna discard. We're just gonna ping here, and we're gonna at least attack here. Deal 1 to the face. He kind of got lucky. It's fine. We just gotta get him in threat range. He's gonna gain a little bit of life. Still perfectly fine. We're gonna continue to just make satyrs to the point that he'll get low enough, hopefully, that we can swing with everything. And so he's at 6. He's gonna gain 4 at least next turn. He's running out low on cards. We're running low on health a little bit. He's playing an interesting deck of all things. He's gonna be able to attack and get a free swing. I don't know if he's gonna actually try to do a lot of damage. If I was him, I'd try to actually try to get more aggressive. He's gonna attack 2, 3. He's gonna gain 4 life. He's gonna go up to 10. That's fine. He'll do 5. We really just need a calamity or something. If we drew a calamity, that'd actually be really, really big here. Fire Spear's not gonna cut it, but it's not terrible. It's just another thing that's gonna give us the calamity effect. We're probably dead if we don't actually get anything. That's 2. These are menace, so they can't be blocked by 2. They only blocked by 2 more creatures, so these will most likely go through. That's tapped, so that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage on the board. So we would have to block 2 creatures. And these can't block, so that's the unfortunate part. Like, I can't attack in. I think I'm not gonna block. I can probably block 2 of the 4 damage. Like, if I can block 4 of the damage. But if I don't actually draw anything, it's bad news bears for us. I mean, our opponent's playing a pretty aggressive deck. It's got rares in it. We're kind of playing common cards. We kind of drew dead. We didn't control the cards we wanted to actually. It's fine. All right, so he's attacking at least with those, I guess. Wait, are you attacking with both? So he's attacking 2 of these and those 2. So the thing is, we're just gonna double block here because that's only 5. So unless he has a pump in hand, it's fine. Puts him in an interesting spot. Okay, so he's gonna pump it, I guess. It's fine. I'm very surprised he didn't put it on the 1 to kill me. Not really sure. I feel like it's a misplay on his part. Still very interesting. Like, if we would have drew that Calamity like a turn earlier, we probably could have swung in. I've said good game to people before, and they didn't realize, but we're just going to attack for 4. and just put a lot of stacks on the board. He's gonna get dealt the damage regardless. He's gonna block, because if he doesn't, he's probably dead or close to death. I'm just gonna concede. All right, well, that game doesn't count. And unfortunately, that kind of sucks, is because we got him on our first when we go first. So it's kind of like when we play red, for going first is like an advantage, just because you can get that 1/1 haste in or something and deal, just get the advantage on the board. Once you lose the advantage of the board, it's all downhill from there. So this hand's pretty good. We got definitely some stuff here to definitely get some quick damage in. We can definitely get a lot up the stage, which we can draw a little deeper into our deck. Playing a blue deck, so okay, so they don't have anything. We're just gonna play a gingerbread. Maybe they got a bounce. All right, some sort of draw deck. They really wanted that top card, so that's something. Maybe it's a counter. They're probably waiting to see what we got going on here. My question with Spectacle is, I wonder if your opponent sees that chain go across, because I feel like if they do, then it's like a dead giveaway that you have a Spectacle card. I wouldn't want to like give something to my opponent and give him a tell that that I have something up my sleeve. Oh, they got something again. See, they have an opt, or they're thinking about countering it. All right, they don't find it to be too aggressive. Now here's the thing: I have a weird feeling that if it's either they have a bounce, or they're going to counter or lay up the stage when we play it, because they're probably expecting it. See? This is not... Oh, okay. No, did not. Alright, that's actually not that bad. We also got another lay up the stage, which is actually pretty good. But we don't have a lot of mana, so the problem is it's like we're going to be very cautious of like what we actually play. But we do... Alright, so they're digging for something. It's either they're drawing and looking for something, or... Alright, well that's actually like really, really good. But I mean, unfortunately we're gonna lose. We're gonna lose the card draw, and we're gonna lose the satyr, but the satyr's gonna come back as an escape card, which isn't that bad. And next turn we can at least play 2 more creatures, because I don't think they're gonna be able to counter all this, especially with blue. Alright, so they got a Geist thing, which is cool. They're gonna block our gingerbread. We're gonna go ahead and play this and play another one, and all we're gonna do is we're just gonna keep on swinging. They're gonna block, but we're still gonna get all of those, and then 2 more damage at least. So he's gonna be at 8. So he's gonna be on a clock, because next turn we can play another 2, and with all haste. And then all that damage is going to get in. Unless he's got something that's going to freeze our board that we're not going to be able to untap. It's not looking too great for him. I know and unfortunately he has this, so this is going to stay tapped until this leaves. But it's not the biggest of deals if it doesn't. He's going to attack probably. All right, my turn. All right, this is actually really, really good. We're going to play this. We'll see what he does. He has something here. See, he has something. He's going to probably play something before we attack. Or not. 4 charges. He's going to be down to 4. Can only block 1. That's fine. Still going to take 4. He's going to take... Alright. He's got 2 blockers, which isn't terrible. He's still going to take all this damage. And he's going to go in for blocks. So he's going to block 3 of these. 2 of these things are going to die. Still perfectly fine. Next to damage. We're going to play this, because now he's tapped out. In a way. Unless he's got a counter. That's fine. We're going to end turn. Alright, his card heals. Draw 2 cards. He's digging for something because he's dead either way, and he concedes. So that's like when the deck works. Even with the creature, as long as you stay aggressive, the deck works. But all in all, the deck's pretty good for a budget deck that's playing only uncommons and commons. So if you just started playing and you want to move on to like upgrading the deck afterwards as you get more and more mastery cards, that is something you can do. It is upgradable. It is still a very strong deck once you upgrade it, which we're actually going to move on in just a second. All right, so now we're back into the deck, and I've added in the cards that we're going to put in, and then I'm going to tell you what cards you're going to take out for them. So the first card is Fervent Champion here. It's a first strike haste 1/1. Whenever it attacks another attacking knight you control gets +1/+0. And equip abilities you have cost activate, toss him 1 less. So if you have multiple of these champions out, they can give each other +1/+0 haste. And then you can add them. In the process, you're gonna actually take out Torch Couriers, just because I feel like that's you're getting a much stronger card. Next card up is we're gonna add in 3 Torbins. Pretty much a red sorcerer you control would do damage to an opponent. It does that much damage +2. So add that to your Cavalcades, your 1/1s, any of that. It's at least 3 damage. And then for that, we're actually gonna take out 3 shocks. And we're actually gonna come back for that last shock. The shock's gonna probably get bounced out for something else. We're gonna add in Chandra. I'm actually short on Chandra, so we're gonna you can add in 4 Chandras. Pretty much what this does is if you have multiple red planeswalkers, you can add 0 +0 and put a loyalty count on them. 0 as well. You can create 2 1/1 elemental tokens for the Cavalcade. Kind of as you can see here, you attack with them, get the free 2 points of damage from them just attacking. And if they go through, then it's another 2 damage. And on top of that, with Torbrin, it's a lot of damage. And then for that, you're actually gonna take out the Blood Aspirants, these guys. And then we're gonna move on to add in actually a land. So we're gonna add in this land called Castle Emberinth. It's a castle that enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a mountain, which is stronger than Dovermine, which we didn't even see when we were playing. But for that, we're gonna take out the Dwarven Mines, and then we're also gonna take out that Lost Shock. So this is what your 60 card deck would be if you were to fully craft this up and get it into like a little bit more of a competitive style. You don't have to do it all at once. You can upgrade 1 for 1. So if you get like a rare card, you want to do a Torbin, or you want to do a Fevrant, or you want to do Castle or Chandra, all of them are rare cards. You actually don't need the mythic ones. If you guys have any questions about budget decks and whatnot, let me know down in the comments below. I actually plan to do a couple more budget decks for you guys to kind of give you guys some options if you're not very big into the aggro. Maybe give you something a little bit more combo based, or something with a little different flavor. But until next time, guys, I'll see you then. Bye bye.